In this holy season, we prepare to celebrate the birth of the Prince of Peace. We have come to the U.S. Institute of Peace to sign a historic agreement that will end one of the longest-running conflicts anywhere in the world, with far more than 10 million people killed. Today, we commit to stopping decades of violence and bloodshed and to begin a new era of harmony and cooperation between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda. I want to thank the two courageous leaders. They are courageous leaders. They really are courageous leaders, great people.
Hello and welcome back to Havana Media, and remember, this is where power always meets truth. And the world witnessed a moment that many believed will never come. In Washington, D.C., President Donald Trump invited two longtime rivals, President Paul Kagame of Rwanda and President Félix Tshisekedi of the Democratic Republic of Congo, for one mission: to end one of Africa's longest, deadliest wars, conflict that has torn families apart, displaced millions, and turned generations into victims of endless violence. But today, for the first time in decades, the guns went silent and the pens took over. For years, peace talks failed. Ceasefires were signed and broken. Regional meetings came and went. The world slowly began to accept this war as permanent. Then came a move that shocked both Africa and global politics. Donald Trump invited both Kagame and Tshisekedi to Washington, D.C. Many doubted the meeting would succeed. Many believed the hatred was too deep and the war too profitable for some to allow it to end. But behind closed doors, negotiation begins in silence and secrecy.
In this holy season, we prepare to celebrate the birth of the Prince of Peace. We have come to the U.S. Institute of Peace to sign a historic agreement that will end one of the longest-running conflicts anywhere in the world, with far more than 10 million people killed. Today, we commit to stopping decades of violence and bloodshed and to begin a new era of harmony and cooperation between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda. I want to thank the two courageous leaders. They are courageous leaders. They really are courageous leaders, great people.
Military commanders, diplomats, and intelligence officials worked day and night. Every word of the agreement was carefully argued. Border security, rebel disarmaments, refugee returns, and mineral control were all placed on the table. The goal was simple but dangerous: end the war without reopening another one. Trump described the agreement as a victory of humanity. He told the world that what many believed was impossible had now become reality. He said that after years of suffering, Rwanda and Congo had chosen peace over pride, dialogue over destruction. Trump also declared that no other American administration had moved this close to delivering permanent peace between the two nations. To his supporters, it was proof of his deal-making ability. To Africa, it was a rare moment of hope after decades of pain. But now the agreement commits both Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo to immediately end all military hostiles, disarm and dismantle rebel groups, stop sponsoring proxy fighters, respect each other's borders, allow refugees to return home safely, and open trade and economic cooperation between the two nations. For the people of East Congo and Rwanda's border communities, this deal represents something they have not known for decades: the chance to live a normal life without fear of sudden gunfire. Kenya's President Dr. William Ruto, also, who was present during the peace event, described the signing as a major victory, not just for Congo and Rwanda, but for the entire African continent. Ruto said Africa does not belong to war, but to development, trade, and unity. He praised both Kagame and Tshisekedi for choosing dialogue instead of destruction and reminded African leaders that peace is the greatest investment any nation can ever make.
Fellow heads of state, today's signing of the Washington Peace Accord for Eastern DRC is not merely a monumental diplomatic milestone. It is a decisive act to end a devastating conflict that has scarred the region for decades. Mr. President, what you have achieved is not only transformative, it is consequential and historic. This conflict has destroyed livelihoods, destabilized our region, and threatened the future of the entire Great Lakes African continent. Today's achievement culminates a relentless regional effort anchored by the foundational work of the East African Community and SADC, and today, this Washington process. The coordinated Nairobi, Rwanda, and Washington processes created the essential pathway that brings us to this pivotal moment. We would like to extend our gratitude to President Tshisekedi and President Kagame for their leadership during this process. Reaching this point was made possible by the unparalleled consequential convening power of the United States and President Trump's resolute and focused commitment to global peace. Your clarity, Mr. President, of purpose and ability to rally stakeholders together has brought us to this point. We therefore extend our profound gratitude to President Trump, whose bold leadership has been instrumental in delivering this breakthrough. Our presence here, Mr. President, as regional leaders, is a testament of our collective resolve. We will spare no effort to ensure this agreement is fully realized, mobilizing every resource and partner to secure peace and unlock the region's immense economic promise. The protracted conflict on our continent continues to hold back Africa. Our current 3% share of global trade is stark evidence of how far this war has held us back. A peaceful Eastern DRC can unlock one of Africa's greatest economic opportunities. Our vast resources, the young talent that we have, connected through our regional infrastructure and the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, can ignite an unprecedented transformation. A peaceful and integrated Great Lakes region will accelerate innovation, predictable government reduces risk, harmonized regulation lowers costs, and open borders increase trade, attracting value-added industries to our continent. For too long, Africa has exported raw materials only to import refined products at great cost. Our regional economic integration framework, Mr. President, that you have spoken to here, will build value chains in minerals, manufacturing, and agri-processing, creating jobs and creating wealth. The Great Lakes region stands at the threshold of a new era. Peace will open doors, integration will guide us, and private sector dynamism will propel us forward. In conclusion, as we celebrate progress in the DRC, we must not look away from other crises. I want to ask you respectfully, Mr. President, that in your quest for global peace, to support efforts to resolve the humanitarian catastrophe in Sudan.
But Ruto also made it clear that a peaceful Congo and Rwanda will directly benefit East African by opening trade corridors, strengthening regional security, and also boosting economic growth. And to East Africans, this peace deal is not just political. It is economical, survival, and future opportunity. But Havana media must tell you the full truth. Even with the signatures, the danger has not completely disappeared. Rebel groups still exist in the forest. Smugglers still profit from illegal minerals. Warlords still control hidden networks. Peace has been signed, yes, but peace must now be defended. History shows that some treaties fail not because of enemies, but because of betrayal from within. This peace deal is bigger than Rwanda and Congo. It sends a global message that even the longest wars can end, that diplomacy can still defeat bullets, and that Africa does not need endless conflicts to define its future. For once, the world is not talking about Congo because of massacres, but because of peace. Remember, This is Savannah Media, where power always meets truth. And the story tonight, we witnessed enemies shake hands, guns fall silent, and hope return to a region that has buried too many generations. Trump hosted it, Kagame signed it, Tshisekedi accepted it, and Africa watched it with cautious hope. But now, the real question remains, will this peace really survive the same forces that fed the war? Remember to stay informed, stay watching, and stay awake. This is Savannah Media, where truth finds its way. My name is Oduor Billy. Until next time, see you.